Live from Lakewood High School, the home of the Lakewood Rangers, and over at the football field, the home of the St. Edward Eagles for football season. This is Holy Name Baseball on your home for all of your Holy Name sports, Holy Name Athletics YouTube. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this broadcast of the Holy Name Green Wave versus the Lakewood Rangers. I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this evening. Well, this game's had many different locations throughout the weeks. This game originally supposed to be slated at a 4:30 afternoon start at Victory Park, got moved to Brookside Tulty in the last couple of days, slated for a 7 p.m. start, now moved here to Lakewood High School for what will be an intriguing game as Holy Name, technically the away team, will be slated to play as the home team in this game at the home field of their opponent, the Rangers, where they'll also be tomorrow evening. And it's also a very interesting game here for the Green Wave. 1-6 record on the season, dropped the last 5, but they made some changes, calling up 2 freshmen from the JV team in Harrison Frank and Nick Nemeth. So interesting to see if any of them will get in the game tonight, neither in the starting lineup, but we know both of them can pitch and both of them can play the outfield pretty well. And then you can see your lineups on your screen for the Green Wave and the Rangers tonight. Looking on the left side of your screen, Holy Name, they've ran a similar lineup to this for the majority of the season. The infield has been pretty much solidified at the 4 positions of Ragone, Powers, Chardon, and Humanick, with the second base position being the only one with changes. Jaden Hurd, the only Green Wave pitcher with a win to his name this season, is on the bump, pitching to Jack Topolsky, one of the other Holy Name pitchers, currently slated at a 7.6 ERA, going to Eastern Michigan after the season. And in your outfield, in left field, you have Josh Kell. Center field, Ethan Ragazza, who leads the team with a 400 batting average going into this game. And in right field, you have Michael Alexic, who has led the team in on-base retention for the majority of this season, getting plenty of walks. Still looking for varsity hit number 1, however, as in the last game that we brought, a couple guys broke that record, such as Aiden Litherland in the bottom of the 7th inning against North Olmsted. He had his first varsity hit. I believe he also matched it up with a hit against University School this past Saturday. That was a tough one for the Green Wave to drop 7-6 over against University School and the Preppers. It was a tough one. They were leading for the majority of that game, just got to the bottom of the 7th inning, 2 down, runners at 2nd and 3rd, and a little base hit to left field ended the game and gave the win to the Preppers, making their record 8-2 on the year. And now I get to see Lakewood, and we've seen them many times throughout the years in sports. This has been one of the greatest rivalries in the GLC. A lot of close games to call. Some iconic moments such as Mason Craycraft's touchdown here in 2021 and the 28-12 victory. And as well, what would be Andrew Cole, the sophomore at the time, now going into his senior year next year, his first win and start as varsity quarterback in the absence of Javon Williams in that game. And then looking to this year in football, a blowout 35-0 win for Holy Name at home at North Royalton, but 2 high-tempered basketball games that were really competitive, both double overtime slated games that were very entertaining to watch for both sides. Holy Name just getting the better of the Rangers in both of those games. We'll actually see a couple of those kids bat tonight for the Rangers. But to lead the Rangers off in this game will be Leo Soneson, the second baseman here. He'll be the first player to go up against Jaden Hurd. 7:14 is your official start time. The first pitch of the game from Hurd will go outside wide for ball 1 on Soneson. Jaden Hurd, known to throw heat throughout his Holy Name career. He's going to attempt to do that tonight, but I think the main key for this game is finding the strike zone. The pitch from Hurd. That one will indeed find the strike zone, evening up the count at 1-1 on Soneson. Jaden Hurd was the first namer to reach base against North Olmsted in the last game. Actually reached base on 2 errors. That one grounded towards the right side just through Hurd's glove. Powers going to bobble it, and Soneson's going to make it on an E4 to begin the game. An interesting start to the game for the Green Wave, a bobble from Powers, and I do have to mention it is a cold game out here, but with that, the first runner is aboard here for the Rangers as the cold getting the Powers, and that one will just go through his hand. Now runner at first for Jaden Hurd to deal with, and now Aiden Maxwell, the designated hitter, stepping into the box here for his first cuts of the night for the Rangers to pitch. That one finding the strike zone. Makes an 0-1 count now on Maxwell. Soneson's lead nearing the end of the dirt. The pitch, that one's going to miss a little bit high and inside, evening up the count at 1 apiece on Maxwell. 1-1 count on Maxwell. Soneson taking his lead nearing the end of the dirt. The pitch, that one is chopped towards the left side. Humanick fields, and there is no play. That'll be an infield single for the Rangers, and now they have runners at first and second to begin this top of the first inning. Lakewood definitely taking advantage of this being a home game per se for them, with 2 runners aboard to begin the game, 1 on air and 1 on a little bit of a chopper. And definitely the cold air playing another impact in there. The ground will be harder in the colder air. So that will definitely play an impact tonight, especially if the ball is grounded directly into the ground. This pitch from Hurd will find the right side of the strike zone. 0-1 count here now on the third hitter, Krankowski, the right fielder. Hurd settles back in with runners at first and second. He deals. That one just missing towards the right side, and for the third at bat in a row, evens up the count at 1-1. Hurd getting back to work, checking the runner at second. And he's going to attempt to throw back, and he's just going to eat it before he throws. 1-1 will still be the offering here with none away. Runners at first and second early on in this game for the Rangers. Hurd's pitch to Krankowski. Krankowski to grounds. Humanik. That one's going to go through Humanik's hands. And now coming home is Sonneson. The throw from Kell, and that will not be in time. Topolsky's going to have to eat that one. And now there will be runners at the corners. 1-0 lead here for the Lakewood Rangers early on in this one. And that'll be runners at the corners after another error. The cold, 3 plays being made in this game in the field, all have been impacted by the cold. 2 errors and 1 hard grounder into the ground. That'll be something to play a factor in this game. I said after the first one, I did not think it would impact the next 2 plays following it. Now it brings up the number 4 hitter, Luke Mason, the left fielder here for the Rangers, with runners at the corners for Jaden Hurd to deal with none away. Hurd's going to make a move and to get both runners to go back to their respective bases, both safe without a throw. Now here's where the mind games come in with runners at the corners. The pitch. That one popped up out of play. Now it'll be an 0-1 count here on Luke Mason, the left fielder, stepping in for his first cuts of the game. First kind of big contact of the game by anyone, going foul. But the only contact made so far in this game was that small chopper towards the left side of Humanik, along with a liner that kind of went the pitch. That one popped up. That one will be in play. Tyler Chardon is going to call off, and that will put the first out of the inning away here for the Green Wave. Nice job there by Chardon to track that one in the air and make sure he's able to retire Mason for the first out here of the top of the first inning. Now I'll bring up Eli DeLue, the shortstop, up to bat here for the Rangers. Runners remain at the corners with 1 away. Double play ball could be in question, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see Krankowski steal the pitch. That one grounded. Humanik, 6, 4, and not going to be able to get it over to 3 in time. 1 run will score, making it a 2-0 game. 1 out will be achieved. So now that'll be 2 down with a runner now remaining at first base here for the Green Wave. But that will do his job for DeLue, making it a 2-0 game. And now Luke Jablanowski steps into the box for the first time tonight, the third baseman, trying to move over DeLue. The pitch from Hurd. That one finds the strike zone. 0-1 count here on one of 3 Jablanowskis in this game. Hurd back on the bump. 0-1 count, 2-way the pitch. That one's going to miss wide right. They'll even up the count at 1-1 now on Jablanowski. The pitch. Swing and a miss there from Jablanowski, making it a 1-2 count. The Green Wave are 1 strike away from getting out of this top of the first inning with only 2 runs of damage. Hurd, the 1-2, runner goes, the pitch. Topolsky tosses down. And the runner, Ledoux, is able to get in there in time. First stolen bag of the game, now making it a runner in scoring position on a 2-2 count here to Luke Jablanowski. All he realistically needs to do with the rolling nature of the outfield and this green in general is hit the ball to the gap, and he has a double and a run. That one, Chardon's going to be able to corral it, barely throw across the diamond. We're going on the stretch. He's going to be safe at first base, and now there'll be runners at the corners with 2 away now. Lakewood, they're not done yet on offense, and now Ben Jablanowski, the catcher, steps into the box here for his first swings. The number 7 hitter, trying to get something going here. 2 runs already crossed the plate so far for the Rangers on 2 hits. Holy Name committing 2 errors so far in this game has gotten us to this 2-0 scoreline. The pitch from Hurd. Runner goes. Topolsky throws down. The throw is in time. Topolsky able to gun him down, stealing second to take us to the end of the top of the first inning. Holy Name They started off looking like they would have had all the momentum they needed, but a little bit of a bobble from Brendan Powers on the first play then led to 2 runs being scored by the Rangers. Holy Name now has to get the bats working here. Going into the bottom of the first inning, your score, Lakewood 2, Holy Name 0. You're watching Holy Name versus Lakewood Baseball on your home for all Holy Name sports, Holy Name Athletics YouTube. We'll be back on here in a minute. Two hits, scored 2 runs for the Rangers in the top of the first inning here at Lakewood High School, making this one a 2-0 ball game in favor of the Rangers. If you're just tuning in right now, I am Nathan Smee on the call. Holy Name going into the top of the first inning, looking to get their second win on the year. Had to do it from a deficit before the basket even get out there. A 2-0 deficit as Chardon, the first cuts of the game on offense, will be a pop-up towards the second baseman. And he's able to put it away. Sonson, 1 pitch, 1 away here to begin the bottom of the first inning. And now that'll bring up Michael Alexic up to bat here for the Green Wave. Leads the team in on-base percentage, but is yet to have his first varsity hit. He could use that right now. The pitch from Drablanowski. That one curving well too high. 1-0 count here on Alexic. The 1-0 offering. That one just missing out to the left side now. 2-0 count on Alexic. 2-0 count, 1 away the pitch. Alexic a swing and a miss. Now makes it a 2-1 count here on the right fielder. Jablanowski is working quick here. The pitch. That one finds the left side of the strike zone, evening out the count at 2-2. Jablanowski back on the bump. His 2-2. That one missing low. A 3-2 count here now on Alexic. He's had walks at plenty of times this season. Can he get another one right here? The pitch. Alexic's going to pop that one up towards the left side. The third baseman, Jablanowski, is going to call it off, and that'll be 2 away here to start the bottom of the first inning. Holy Name, 2 balls in play, neither of them leading to a base hit, and that will lead now for Adam Humanick to step into the box for his first cuts of the evening. Two away, none on here. Humanick stepping into the box here. The pitch. Humanick's going to chop it towards the left side. It's a slow roller. Jablanowski, he's going to have no play. Humanick's in there with an infield single. Holy Name has some life here with 2 down, a runner at first, and there it is once again. The hard ground causing a chopper to go towards the left side of the infield. No play can be made as both Jablanowskis, minus the catcher, kind of convened at the same time, made sure there was no play, and now Humanick is on the base path, and the tying run, Topolsky, now steps up to the plate here for the Green Wave. Runner at first, two-way. Jack Topolsky, the Eastern Michigan-bound pitcher, steps into the box. The first offering from Jablonowski. Topolsky's going to line that one to left field. That it will be a base hit. 2 straight base hits for the Green Wave. Make sure that there are runners at first and second now with two away. Holy Name showing some signs of life. And now Jaden Hurd, I believe, will step into the box here for the Green Wave, the 5-hitter, trying to get some help on offense to help his cause pitching. 2 first pitch hits in a row for the Green Wave. And now can they get something going here on the board? They can use at least 1 run here, 2 on the pitch. Hurd's going to line that one towards the left side, foul off of Coach Carter's ankle. It appears Jablonowski slipped when he was pitching. Now a little bit of a dangerous play. The coach is throwing that one back in just a little bit too low. That would definitely be called the ball. And now both Jablonowskis will convene at the mound, try to fix it a little bit as when a pitcher slips. All the control not only is lost, but that could be a dangerous play not only for an ankle, but depending on the way he falls, could be for a throwing arm. A 1 count here on Jaden Hurd after the foul ball to the left side. Jablonowski's pitch. Hurd's going to hit that one towards right field. It's trailing back, and it will be caught. Lakewood let 2 runners on, but that will retire the side with that fly out towards the right side, and Krankowski ending the first inning in its entirety. Your score, Lakewood 2, Holy Name 0. You're watching Holy Name versus Lakewood Baseball on your home for all Holy Name sports, Holy Name Athletics YouTube. We'll be back on here in a minute. One inning in the books here from Lakewood High School. Your score, Lakewood 2, Holy Name 0. You're just tuning in. I am Nathan Smee here on the call. One substitution early on in this game for the Green Wave in right field. Dom Marchetta will be checking into the game for Michael Alexic early on. 7, 8, and 9 hitters due up here in the top of the second inning. Ben Jablonowski, the catcher, will be the first of those. The pitch, that'll be a swing and a miss. That'll now be an 0-1 count on the catcher, Jablonowski. Hurd coming set here again. We're going playing a little bit deeper at first base. The whole infield's playing deep. The pitch. That one go towards the dirt. 1-1 count here on Jablonowski. I think it's a smart idea by the Green Wave to play a little bit deeper here, as they'll have time to not only charge the ball, but be able to corral it if it takes a weird hop. The pitch. That one smoked towards the right side and will drop in for a base hit. That'll be a leadoff single for Ben Jablonowski towards the right side. And that's the third hit of the evening for the Rangers. This is not the start Holy Name wants to have. A runner on to begin the top of the second. Just like the last inning started, a runner on early. That'll lead now for Logan Ellis, the first baseman, to check into the box here. He is the 8-hitter. The pitch. That one runs in on him, barely missing him. That'll make it a 1-0 count. Something to notice over at first base, Ben Jablonowski is barely getting any bit of a lead. The pitch, he's still going to go. And now he's going to go. That one's a pass ball. He kind of did a little stutter step, and now that'll easily get him into second base. 2-0 count, and now a runner in scoring position for the Rangers. Hurd taking a second to collect himself. 2-0 count here, 2-0 lead for the Rangers with a runner at second base. The pitch. Bunt attempt to be put down there by Ellis, now making it a 3-0 count as he was able to pull back in time as it ran inside. Keegan Schroeder, the center fielder, is due up next and is the 9-hitter for the Rangers following the at-bat of Ellis. Hurd checks Jablonowski at second. The pitch. That one goes wide towards the right. That will be ball 4. And now making it runners at first and second with none away here, bringing up the 9-hitter, Keegan Schroeder. That'll be the first walk of the evening surrendered by Jaden Hurd. Now, just like the last inning started, runners at first and second and with none away. Hurd liking the third call. We're going in, looking for the bunt. That will be a bunt attempt, and that will be strike 1 as Schroeder was not able to get his bat to the ball. With some smart baseball being played by Joey Ragone over at first base, and as well Brendan Powers covering over at first base in the event the bunt was laid down. Ragone still creeping, Powers playing closer to first. The pitch. That one runs in on him, 1-1 count. Ragone still not backing off, trying to look in here, try to time it if a bunt is laid down. Hurd checking the runner at second. The pitch, no bunt shown. That one will find a strike zone. Now 1-2. Ragone can go back to semi-neutral, and he'll now be called off to go back to his normal position. Nice job there by Ragone to prevent any attempt of a bunt. 1-2 count. The pitch. That'll be a swing and a miss. The first strikeout of the game there for Jaden Hurd. That's the way you want to start an inning with you being down with 2 runners on already. That's how you get the first out of the inning, and it came at a big time. Now 1 down here, bringing back the top of the order, and Soneson back to the plate, the dish. And that'll be a first pitch strike there from Hurd, 0-1 count. Soneson had reached on an error his last time up to Brendan Powers. The pitch. That one runs inside, evening up the count at 1 piece. 3 hits so far for the Rangers, leading to 2 runs. 2 runners on currently now with 1 down. The pitch. Running inside again, now making it a 2-1 count on Soneson. Hurd checks his runners once again. His 2-1 offering to Soneson. Soneson grounds towards left side. Chardon's going to keep it in the infield, but that will load the bases. Another infield hit for the Rangers. That's what they've been working with almost exclusively here to begin the game. They have 4 hits, and now the bases are loaded with 1 away, which will bring up Aiden Maxwell now to the dish for the Rangers. If he smokes this one in the outfield, they'll score at least 2 in most scenarios. I think it's a 4-0 game. Holy name, they could use a double play right now, and they can pretty much rely on that if they want to win this game. Now one will be high. Not a good start to the at-bat. 1-0 count here on Maxwell, who his last time up had an infield hit of his own to the left side. Hurd's 1-0. That one misses right. 2-0 count now on Aiden Maxwell. 2-0 count. Hurd likes the second pitch more than the first one called. Here's his 2-0 offering to Aiden Maxwell. That one grounded towards the left side and foul. First strike of the at-bat. 2-1 count now on the DH. Base is juiced. 2-1 count with 1 away here. Hurd coming set, now deals. That one is going to be grounded and go foul, evening up the count at 2-2. Might not be getting swings and misses or balls that will find the strike zone, but Hurd is still getting strikes now. Needs 1 more to retire Maxwell and get a loud out number 2. Hurd goes through his whole repertoire, liking the 4th called pitch, the 2-2. Running inside, barely missing inside, making it now a full count on Aiden Maxwell. 3-2 count. Hurd likes the second pitch. Here's the payoff pitch on the kick and deal. That one is going to miss low and in the dirt. Ball 4 will walk home a run, making this now a 3-0 ball game. Bases still loaded, still one away here. And now Lakewood getting a 3 runs can really blow this game open if Krankowski can blast this one into the outfield. The first pitch to Krankowski. That one, a curveball in there for a strike 1 on the pitch. Krankowski, his last time up in the first inning, had an error committed by Adam Humanick at third base that led to him reaching the pitch. That won't find a strike zone. Jaden Hurd getting the wake-up call now, has thrown 2 straight strikes, making this now an 0-2 count. 2 strikes here on Krankowski, the pitch. Did he go? He did go. That will be strike 3. I believe they're going to get it on the location more than the swing, but still out number 2. Holy Name needed that now. The base is loaded with 2 away. A force anywhere ends the inning. And now Luke Mason, who flew out his last time up trying to get on base, and he will start the at-bat with a grounder foul to the left side, making his count 0-1. Lakewood has 3 runs on 4 hits and no errors so far in this game. Holy Name has 0 runs on 2 hits and has committed 2 errors. The pitch. Now I'm missing towards the outside right, making it an evened up 1-1 count on Mason. Hurd comes set, now the deal. That one's going to hit him. That's going to hit it by a pitch player home, making it now a 4-0 ball game here, only in the top of the 2nd inning. And now a 4-0 ball game results in Duluth stepping into the batter's box for the 2nd time. His first time up, he had a fielder's choice that reached the pitch. That one finds the right side of the strike zone. 0-1 count now on Ledoux. The number 8 hitter in this inning now gets his 2nd pitch. That one will be the first ball of the at-bat, evening up the count at 1-1. Hurd deals. That one missing high. Now a 2-1 count on Ledoux. Hurd taking a deep breath here. Kind of take a second to regather himself as he should. Now the 2-1. That one smoked. Humanek can just step on the bag and retire the side, and he is able to do so. Holy Name surrendering 2 more runs here in the top of the 2nd inning, but Adam Humanek able to step on third base and retire the side for the Rangers. Your score, Lakewood 4, Holy Name 0. You're watching Holy Name versus Lakewood Baseball on your home for all Holy Name sports, Holy Name Athletics YouTube. We'll be back on here in a minute to bring you Holy Name's next at-bats, starting with Joey Ragone, Brendan Powers, and Josh Kell. We are back now to bring you the bottom of the 2nd inning here from Lakewood High School. Your score, Lakewood 4, Holy Name 2. If you're just tuning in, I'm Nathan Smee on the call. 2 at-bat rounds for the Rangers, and they paid dividends. 4 runs so far in this game for the Rangers, and that first pitch of the inning from Jablonowski to Ragone will find the strike zone, and a swing and a miss will result in an 0-1 count now on the first baseman, Ragone. The pitch from Jablonowski. That one missing up high, evening up the count at 1-1. Now 1-1 count here on Joey Ragone, the power hitter to the pitch. Ragone's going to hit that one in the center, and the center fielder is able to corral it. Schroeder putting away Ragone, getting the first out here of the bottom of the 2nd inning. Ragone put power on it, but just a little bit too much, as if he put a little bit less power on that one, that could have dropped in center field for a base hit. But either way, that'll be out number 1 of the bottom half of the inning. That will lead up for Brendan Powers to step into the box for his first cuts of the evening. Jablonowski comes set, now the pitch. Swing and miss, and I believe they're actually going to say he got a little bit of contact on the baseball. Nonetheless, 0-1 count on Brendan Powers. The pitch. Another swing and a miss there from Powers. Quickly down 0-2. Drew Jablonowski has been dealing so far for the Rangers. Can he get 3? He's able to. That'll be a drop third. It's going to bounce right in front of him. Powers, can he beat the throw? And he is barely able to get the out there at second base. 2 up, 2 down so far in the bottom half of the second inning for the Green Wave. Now that'll lead up to Josh Kell stepping in for his first cuts of the evening. And that will go down as the first strikeout of the night for Drew Jablonowski. Josh Kell steps into the box. The first pitch from Jablonowski. Runs in on him, but still finds the strike zone. 0-1 count on Kell. Kick and deal from Jablonowski. Grounded towards the left side. The third baseman, Jablonowski, throws across the diamond and is able to retire Kell on a nice throw to Logan Ellis, which will end the inning. Your score after 2 innings here from Lakewood High School. Holy Name 0, Lakewood 4. You're watching Holy Name versus Lakewood Baseball on your home for all Holy Name Sports, Holy Name Athletics YouTube. We'll be back on here in a minute to bring in the top of the third inning. Two innings in the books here from Lakewood High School. Your score, Lakewood 4, Holy Name 0. You're watching Holy Name versus Lakewood Baseball on your home for all Holy Name Sports, Holy Name Athletics YouTube. Lakewood have put up 2 runs in each of the 2 innings so far. Can they put up 2 more? Jaden Hurd trying to prevent that happening, throwing a first pitch strike here to Eli Ledoux, I believe, who is in the box here for his second at-bat of the night. There's a correction, that is Luke Jablonowski. That'll be strike 2 on Jablonowski. Now quickly making this an 0-2 count now on Jablonowski. Hurd coming set, now the pitch. That one, a foul tip, kind of go behind, not into the glove of Topolsky. So we'll see the 0-2 pitch once again. The Rangers batted 8 last inning. Let's see if they can bat any more this inning, or can Holy Name clamp down and hopefully get a 1-2-3 inning. Hurd the pitch. That one goes wide, off the glove of Topolsky, now making it a 1-2 count on Jablonowski. Jablonowski is ready. Here's the 1-2 offering from Jaden Hurd. That one grounded towards the left side. Adam Humanek will corral it and throw across to Ragone, and will be able to retire Jablonowski just in time, getting out number 1 of the inning. Holy Name, that is a good way to start the inning. The first time this evening they've started off an inning by getting the first out, and that could be a momentum setter here in the top of the third. Looking for a way back into the game is Holy Name. Now that could be their way back in if they can use momentum here, get a 1-2-3 inning, and rely on their 9-1-2 hitters as Ethan Ragazzo, due up next for the Green Wave, leads the team in batting average. Now the pitch here to Ben Jablonowski. That one paints the right outside corner. Jaden Hurd is feeling his form now. 0-1 count early on here to Ben Jablonowski. The kick and deal from Hurd. That one smoked right up the middle. That'll be a second base hit of the afternoon for Ben Jablonowski, taking Lakewood's tally to 5. And now, with one away, a base runner at first now for the Rangers. Now set up Logan Ellis, who walked his last time up. We'll see what he can do here for the Rangers as he is trying to move Jablonowski over. Jablonowski going to do his weird thing. That one smoked to left field. Trailing it is Kellen. It's off his glove. And now the runners can continue to advance. Running to third is Jablonowski. Running to second is Ellis. The throw to third is not in time. An error from Josh Kellen left. Now runners at second and third. Now with only one away here in the top of the third inning. Errors have killed the Green Wave, but some nice hustle by the Rangers, not giving up on the play. You have to give them props. Now with only one away, runners at second and third, and no foreseeable force except for at first base. So really any contact right now should score a run. Hurd settling back in, now the pitch. That one paints the right side to perfection. No one count now on the number 9 hitter, Keegan Schroeder. Now Jack Topolsky can call time here to go talk to Jaden Hurd. We spoke on this a couple times this season. Calling time and going to talk to your pitcher, whether it be from a pitching coach or from the catcher, is key in these kind of games. If you can give your pitcher not only words of wisdom, but just time to settle down, that's the key. You can give them maybe a 15, 20-second breather, and they can recollect their thoughts, kind of get rid of the score in their mind, know the situation, but get rid of the score, treat it as a 0-0 ball game. That has paid dividends for Holy Name, especially this season. Let's see if it does here. The 0-1. Grounded. Humanek, he's going to throw home, giving a rundown. Topolsky throws back. Now no one's at home. Hurd getting there. That was going to be a wild throw. That'll score one. Running to second and third are the Rangers. The bases will remain occupied as they were before, but that will add another run to the equation here. 5-0 lead for the Rangers. And now with only one away, runners at second and third. As it appears that Schroeder will hand something off here. A little bit of a weird play. I don't know really how to score that. It doesn't matter. 5-0 ball game in favor of the Rangers is your score. First pitch strike here on the leadoff hitter from the first inning, Sonesson. Sonesson reached on an error his first time up and had a base hit last inning. The kick and deal from Jaden Hurd. Runs in, but missing him. That'll make it a 1-1 count on Sonesson. Jaden Hurd comes set, now the pitch. Smoked into left field. Josh Kell is going to bounce it in front of him. He is going to throw here, but a run will score with ease, making it a 6-0 ball game. And now runners at the corners with only one away. And now Coach Carter will go to the mound. I would assume that will end Jaden Hurd's afternoon. Jack Topolsky is taking a trot to the dugout. I assume he'll be relieving Jaden Hurd in this game. Your score, Holy Name, down 6-0 to Lakewood Rangers. We'll be back on here in a minute. Actually, correction. It's going to be Tyler Chardon stepping in to pitch for the Green Wave. We'll be back on here in a minute after he's able to warm up. Your score, Lakewood 6, Holy Name 0. You're watching Holy Name versus Lakewood Baseball on your home for all Holy Name sports, Holy Name Athletics YouTube. We'll be back on here in a minute. Holy Name has made a pitching change and a couple other adjustments here in the short break that we had in the top of the third inning. 1 down, Lakewood winning 6-0 is your score. Aiden Litherland has gone in to catch for Jack Topolsky, who has now shifted to shortstop, as Tyler Chardon, who was shortstop to begin this inning, checks in to pitch and will replace Jaden Hurd. His first pitch of his evening will be a ball. 1-0 count now on the second hitter, Aiden Maxwell, the designated hitter, who in his 2 at-bats has reached the first time on a base hit, the second time on a walk. Nice block there by Litherland, a ball nonetheless. 2-0 count now on Maxwell. Lakewood has 6 hits, which have gotten them 6 runs so far in this game. Holy Name, 2 hits, 0 runs, and 3 errors. The 2-0 from Chardon. That one missing low again. 3-0 count now on Aiden Maxwell. Chardon's going to come set now. Runners at the corners to pitch. That one finding the strike zone. Now 3-1 count on Maxwell. Due up next is Andrew Krankowski for the Rangers. Chardon checks, now the pitch. That one in the dirt, and it's going to go behind him. The runner is going to stay as the bounce is kind of weird, but that will load the bases. Ball 4. First at-bat walk given up by Chardon, and now they'll make the bases loaded with 1 away. Forces all around for the Green Wave. As Litherland calls it, as he should, any play in the infield, throw to me. Throwing home is definitely the call at this situation in the game. Chardon kicks and deals. His first offering to Krankowski misses high. Ball 1 on the right fielder, who in his 2 at-bats reached on an error and struck out looking. Chardon comes set. Now the pitch. That one paints the right side of the strike zone to perfection, tying up the count at 1 apiece. Chardon is set. Now the 1-1 offering. That one runs in, barely missing him. Now making it a 2-1 count on Krankowski. Chardon coming set. Now the 2-1 again. That one just missing low. A 3-1 count now on Krankowski. The left fielder Mason is due up next for the Rangers. Chardon comes set. His 3-1 kick and deal. That one finds a strike zone. Now a full count on Krankowski. Tyler Chardon, he was down in the count, but he's fought his way back, making it a full count. A strikeout here would be huge for the Green Wave. Chardon comes set. Now the pitch. That one is cranked to left. That one will go foul. But I think if he hit it any bit further forward, it had the distance to be gone, but it bounced off the yellow pole on top of the fence. Just any little bit more of power would have been a home run, just foul. Full count offering once again from Chardon. That one is going to be popped now behind and go over the netting on the third base side and foul. We'll see 3-2 for a third time. Krankowski has fouled. He has cranked a baseball as well to the left side, fouled. Now the 3-2 offering for now the third time to Krankowski from Chardon. That one runs and hits him. 7-0 ball game now. Bases will remain loaded. That'll be a hit by pitch. So Chardon has walked one aboard and hit one by a pitch aboard. Now the number 8 hitter of the inning, Luke Mason, steps into the box. Still 1 away, but a fresh set of count here to work with for the Green Wave on Mason, the pitch. That one runs in, almost hitting him, but that'll be a ball. 1-0 count now on Luke Mason. Chardon coming set, his 1-0 offering. That one in the dirt and blocked. 2-0 count now on Mason, but a nice block there from Litherland. 7-0 ball game. Runners at first, second, and third. 2-0 count with 1 away the pitch. That one's going to be fouled behind. First strike of the at-bat, now making it a 2-1 count on Luke Mason. Tyler Chardon coming set once again. Here's a 2-1. That one hits him. He's hit 2 in a row, and that will score the 8th run of the game, the 4th of this inning. Holy Name now down 8-0 to the Rangers. But Holy Name, one thing to know about them, they do not give up. Stewart is being given all around, especially from Brendan Howard, what I can hear from the second baseman, all the way from his position at second. He's giving words of encouragement to his friend Tyler Chardon. That's definitely good to see. In a lot of these games, you'll see some teams get down on each other, but Holy Name, that is not what they do. They still rally together and they stay positive. And there's still positives from this game. This game is definitely not over. Even though it's an 8-0 game, baseball, I've seen crazier things happen. That one goes into there. 1-0 count now on the 9th hitter of the inning, Ledoux. The pitch from Chardon. That one cranked and could go past Himick. That will score the 9th run. And now rounding third and heading home is Krankowski. Krankowski is able to get in. That will now make it a double-digit lead for the Rangers. A nice ball cracked to the left side will be an RBI single from Ledoux, scoring 2 runs. That will now be the 7th hit of the afternoon, now making it a 10-0 ball game. And now Coach Wood is going to take a mound. We'll take a timeout of our own. 10-0, bases loaded before, now with bases filled at 1 and 2. We'll be back on in a minute. We are back on 10-0 ball game. Runner at first and second. Runner still remaining second as Chardon almost got him. He was a little bit sleeping there over at second base. Chardon, a nice idea, but now he will have to face Jablonowski for the second time this inning. That one finds a strike zone. First pitch strike, 0-1 count now on Jablonowski, who last time up this inning grounded out to Humanick at first base to get the inning going. Chardon checking the runner a couple times. Now the pitch. That one's going to curve a little bit weird, but will still be a ball, even up the count at 1-1. 1-1 count here on Jablonowski, the pitch. Swing and a miss on a ball well outside in the other's batter's box, now making it a 1-2 count on Luke Jablonowski. Jablonowski, the only out of the inning. Chardon trying to make that happen for the second time, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Lightning strikes twice. The second out of the inning recorded by the man who recorded the first one. Now make it 2 away here in the top of the 3rd inning. Holy Name can use this 3rd out. They can really use a 2nd out, but they can definitely use a 3rd one here if they can retire Ben Jablonowski. The pitch. Missing low. First ball of the at-bat. 1-0 count now on Ben Jablonowski, the catcher. His first time off this inning was a base hit. He has 2 base hits so far in this game. Coming set is Chardon. Now the 1-0. That one is going to be cranked up high to the left side. Adam Himick trying to get under it, and he is able to retire the side. Holy Name giving up 6 in the top half of the 3rd inning. But that will take us to the end of that top half. Your score, Lakewood 10, Holy Name 0. You're watching Holy Name versus Lakewood Baseball on your home for all Holy Name sports, Holy Name Athletics YouTube. We'll be back on here in a minute to bring you Holy Name's at-bats in this 3rd inning. We are back here in the bottom of the third inning. If you're just tuning in, your score, Lakewood 10, Holy Name 0. I'm Nathan Smee on the call. 4-0 game through 2 innings, but Lakewood blew this game wide open with 6 runs put up in the last inning and the top of the third, and they'll get back to work right where they left off with the first pitch strike on Ethan Regazzo, the 9-hitter for the Green Wave, and the last batter not to hit for the Green Wave in this game. That one running inside on Regazzo, making it a 1-1 count. But Drew Jablonowski has settled in nicely. And that one, a nice liner to third baseman Jablonowski, but he's able to put Regazzo away on a liner. Allowed out number 1 here to begin the bottom of the third inning. But Jablonowski has only surrendered 2 hits so far in this game. He has pitched real well and has been a big reason why the Rangers have been so successful in this game. Now the pitch. That one hit to the shortstop. Can Chardon beat out the throw? He is unable to do so. 2 up, 2 down here in the bottom of the third inning for the Green Wave. And now that'll bring up, I believe, Dom Marchetta to bat here in place of Michael Lexick, who bat in the first inning but was pulled after the bottom of the first inning in favor of Marchetta. Marchetta's first cut of the evening, the pitch. Running inside, he will not swing quite yet, making it a 1-0 count on the sophomore Marchetta. Jablonowski deals. That one cranked by Marchetta, and that will fall for a base hit from Dom Marchetta, the PO. He's able to get back to first base, but a nice 2-out base hit from Dom Marchetta gets the first base runner aboard at the bottom of the third inning. We know Dom can pitch, but I was not familiar with his game hitting. Fair play, Dom Marchetta. Now they'll get some life here for the Green Wave with Adam Humanek, who had a base hit his first time up, stepping into the box for the second time tonight with 2 away. The pitch from Jablonowski. Humanek's going to wash that one into the dirt. 1-0 count now on the third baseman, Humanek. Jablonowski checks Marchetta at first. Now the pitch. He's going to wash that one low again. 2-0 count now on Humanek. Holy Name can use a nice crack at the bat here from Humanek. 2-0 count. He's waiting for a strike. Now the pitch. That one will be potentially a 6-4-3. The third baseman will throw it across the diamond, however, just to retire the one and end at the bottom of the third inning. A 2-out base hit to the left side from Don Marchetta gave Holy Name some life. But the third baseman, Jablonowski, able to throw across the diamond and find the glove of Ellis, retire the side for the Green Wave. 3 innings in the books here from Lakewood High School. Your score, Lakewood 10, Holy Name 0. You're watching Holy Name versus Lakewood Baseball on your home for Holy Name Sports, Holy Name Athletics YouTube. We'll be back on in a minute. Three innings in the books here from Lakewood High School. Your score, Lakewood Rangers 10, Holy Name 0. If you're just tuning in, I'm Nathan Smee on the call. In their last ups, Lakewood put up 6 runs to make this a double-digit lead for the Rangers. And now Holy Name getting back to work here defensively. Just a reminder, our next game we are covering is tomorrow evening at 5:30 p.m. as Holy Name Boys Lacrosse takes on CVCA in the backyard. That'll be their first game since April 1st in a tough 4-3 loss to Youngstown Boardman. Friday evening, we'll be at Baldwin Wallace to see Holy Name take on their rivals from Parma in Padua Franciscan. 5 o'clock first pitch there. And finally, to cap off week number 4 of our spring sports coverage, we will be in the backyard once again as Holy Name will be taking on Southview in boys lacrosse. To stay updated on all the games that we are covering, follow Holy Name Broadcasting on Instagram and Twitter. To stay updated on all of Holy Name Sports, follow Holy Name Athletics on Instagram and Twitter. And finally, subscribe here to Holy Name Athletics YouTube and put out push notifications to be notified when we go live. Our goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers at the Holy Name Paddle football game in 4 months from today on August 18th. So if you're not subscribed, go down below and press the little red button. Stepping in to bat here is Logan Ellis to get us started here in the top of the 4th inning. Chardon deals. Beautiful curveball, finds the strike zone. Nothing in 1 count now on Ellis. Chardon coming set, the windup and the pitch. His hat comes off the ball, misses the strike zone, 1-1 count. One count as Chardon's going to readjust on the mound here. Comes set, now the pitch. That one missing high. Now a hitter's count for Ellis. 2-1 count now on the first baseman. Schroeder due up next for the Rangers. The pitch here from Chardon on the kick and deal. That one is going to be belted towards left field. Topolsky trails it, is able to put away Ellis for out number 1 of the top of the 4th inning. Nice job there by Topolsky to trail it behind him, kind of corral the ball down and make sure his outfielders don't have to do any extra work. 1 away here with 1 batter having seen the plate. Holy Name is going to like to use that now. Try to get some momentum here to get the rest of the outs of this inning. And the next player they're going to have to try to retire, who reached on an error his last time up on a little bit of a pickle between third and home, is Keegan Schroeder. That one's going to miss outside. Ball 1 on the center fielder. Topolsky, the pitch. Roger from Chardon, the pitch. That one belted up high. Ethan Ragazzo going to come under that one and put away the second batter of the inning. 2-way now in the top of the 4th inning, bringing up Leo Soneson up the bat. Once again, will be his 4th time up in as many innings for the Rangers. Soneson so far reached on an error in the first and has had 2 base hits in a second and third inning, which has gotten him his 2-for-3 day at the plate, but reaching on all 3. The pitch from Chardon. Curveball, strike number 1 on Soneson. Soneson back in the box, the 0-1 deal from Chardon. Chardon now feeling a stride, nothing in 2 count now on Soneson. Chardon trying to finish him off for strikeout number 1 of this inning, but number 2 of the game for him. The windup, now the pitch. That one in the dirt, gonna miss. Nice block by Litherland, but still a ball nonetheless. 1-2 count on Soneson. 2 down, 1-2 count here on Leo Soneson. The pitch from Chardon. Swing and a miss from Soneson. He strikes him out and ends the top of the 4th inning. Holy Name has been looking for that 1-2-3 inning, and they got it. Your score now going into the bottom of the 4th inning. Lakewood 10, Holy Name 0. You're watching Holy Name versus Lakewood baseball on your home for all Holy Name sports. Holy Name Athletics YouTube. We'll be back on here in a minute to bring you Holy Name's ups here in the 4th inning in the bottom half of it. All right, we are back here in the bottom of the fourth inning with half of the full length of the game being played. Your score, Lakewood 10, holy name 0. If you're just tuning in, I am Nathan Smee. Another change to note for you for those keeping score at home. Avon is being DH for Jaden Hurd, who he checked out of the game. I believe that is how that substitution worked in the top half of the third inning. First pitch to Topolsky of the inning will find the dirt. Ball one on the senior catcher, Topolsky. He had a base hit his last time up a two-way in the first. Let's see if we can get another base hit here. That one's going to be a foul tip from Topolsky, evening up his count at 1 apiece. It appeared that the foul tip kind of hit the catcher, so he'll take a quick second here to regain his strength. He is all good, it appears. 1-1 count now on Jack Topolsky. Jablonowski deals. Topolsky's going to pop that one up towards center field. Trailing in the center is Schroeder. He's able to get under that one and retire Topolsky for out number one here at the bottom of the fourth inning. Nice job there by Schroeder. Trail a little bit towards the right side, his left, and retire Topolsky. One away, which will now bring back into the box Jaden Hurd for his second cut of the game, where his last time up flew out to the right fielder. The pitch from Jablonowski. That one's going to be a weird one off the bat, kind of get past the pitcher, and that's going to be an error, going to go off the glove of the third baseman, Jablonowski. But Jaden Hurd reaches off an error, and Holy Name can use that, a runner aboard with one away. In the last couple of games, Jaden Hurd has not given up on the ball, seems to be in a place where that would retire him. He's reached on 3 errors in the last 2 games that we have covered. Nice job there by Jaden Hurd to hustle down the line and make sure that no throw could possibly be made if the shortstop was there in relief. Now Joey Ragone steps into the box for the Green Wave. The pitch from Jablonowski runs inside. 1-0 count now on Ragone. Jablonowski checking her at first. The pitch. Ragone and ground out towards the right side. No play at second. The throw over to first is in time to get Ragone. So that will be out number 2 of the inning. But that will move up Hurd into scoring position for the Green Wave with 2 away. And now it falls on the shoulders of Brendan Powers to try to knock home the first run of the evening for the Green Wave. This would be a huge base hit if he can find it. Runner at second, 2 away. Powers going to get that one to the right side and just barely gain their second baseman, who throws to Ellis and is able to retire Powers just barely. Holy Name looked threatening there in the bottom half of the fourth inning, but just barely was unable to capitalize. We now go to the top of the fifth inning. Your score, Lakewood 10, Holy Name 0. You're watching Holy Name versus Lakewood Baseball on your home for all of Holy Name Sports, Holy Name Athletics YouTube. We'll be back on here in a minute. Two, 3, and 4 hitters due up for the Rangers here in the top half of the fifth inning. Your score, Lakewood 10, Holy Name 0. One substitution here to note right before we get underway. Mikey Torzidla now playing second base for Brendan Powers. First pitch of the top of the fifth inning is a ball. 1-0 count now on Aiden Maxwell. Holy Name was able to do a nice job in the top half of the fourth inning to hold Lakewood to a 1-2-3 inning. Now a swing and a miss there from Maxwell, the designated hitter, evening up the count at 1-1. 1-1 count now on Maxwell. The pitch from Chardon. Swing and a miss there from Maxwell. He is down to his last strike. Chardon is set. The 1-2 pitch to Maxwell. Curveball just missing the zone. Now evens up the count at 2-2. 2-2 count on Aiden Maxwell. Chardon likes the second pitch. Here's a 2-2. That one grounded right to Chardon, right through his legs. Towards Zidlow, trying to make a play. He is unable to do so. But that will have the leadoff hitter aboard here in the top of the 5th inning on an infield single. Once again, Lakewood has used the infield singles really nicely in this entire game. Now they have a runner at first with none away. That will now bring up Krenkowski, who in his last at-bat was hit by a pitch. But on one of the foul tips in his 3-2 count, he hit a ball that was just as close to being as a home run without being one as humanly possible. Swinging for the fences results in a strike on a swing and a miss there from Krenkowski, nothing in 1 count. Chardon checking the runner at first a couple of times. Now his deal to the power hitter, Krenkowski. That one curves inside and finds the strike zone. He's quickly down 0-2. Runner at first, 2 strikes on Krenkowski. The pitch from Chardon. Curving, just missing the zone. Now a 1-2 count on the right fielder. Chardon checks the runner at first. The pitch. That one runs inside. Now evens up the count at 2-2 here on Krenkowski. Similar to his last at-bat, he's being patient, waiting for his pitch, even though he has 2 strikes. He's done a nice job of that all evening. Chardon's pitch. Now it's a full count for the 2nd at-bat in a row on Krenkowski. He's fought back from 0-2 nicely for the Rangers. 3-2 due now from Chardon. That one's going to go in the dirt. 4 straight balls to Krenkowski, and his patience will pay dividends, putting runners at first and second now with none away. And that will now bring up a pinch hitter in Emmett France here, pinch hitting for Luke Mason, the 4-hitter. France swings and misses at his first pitch he sees of the evening. Nothing in 1 count now on the pinch hitter. Chardon comes set the pitch. That one goes wide and through Littlein's glove. The runners, they're going to stand still, evening up the count. Whistle, nice hustle there by Aiden Littlin to get the ball and make sure the runners don't second-guess their decision not to go. Now 1-1 count here on France. The pitch from Chardon. Runs in on him but doesn't hit him. Now a 2-1 count on France, the pinch hitter. The 2-1 from Chardon. That one popped up towards the right side. Running in at it is Marchetta. He is able to retire the pitch hitter, France. Now making it 1 away here in the top of the 5th inning. That will now bring up Eli Ledoux, I believe. And it will. On deck, I believe there is another pinch hitter. Now Chardon coming set here. 1 away, runners at first and second. Lakewood up 10-0 here in the top of the 5th. The pitch into the dirt. 1-0 count now on Ledoux. The 1-0 pitch. That one fouled behind us here in the box. Now a 1-1 count on Ledoux. 1-1 count here on Eli Ledoux with 1 away, runners at first and second. Now the pitch from Chardon. That one can be hit towards the right side. Joey Ragone able to get under that one and retire Ledoux. 2 away now here in the top of the 5th inning, and now the pinch hitter here, the second one of the inning for the Rangers, is going to step into the box. That will be Colin McCrone. As Luke Jablonowski will be subbed out of this game. Colin McCrone checks into the game here with 2 away. The pitch. That one cranked up the middle, and that might score a run. Rounding third and heading home with excellent hustle is Aiden Maxwell, the designated hitter. Makes it now an 11-0 ball game. And that will now leave runners at first and second now with 2 away. Nice hustle there from the designated hitter Maxwell to make it home, and a nice pinch hit RBI single from McCrone. Now makes it an 11-0 ball game. And now the catcher, Ben Jablonowski, will have to step into the box here. He had his catcher's gear on, and now this is one of the fun things being a catcher with 2 down. As a catcher myself, I know the pain of the situation With 2 down, you have to go out there with your shin guards on. But the moment the ball is put in play, you have to make a split decision if the player's going to be retired or not. And in this break here, we will see a pitching change for the Green Wave as Tyler Chardon's evening will come to an end. But we'll see the evening of Cameron Ragazzo kick off here for the Green Wave. 11-0 is your score, 2-way. We'll be back on here in a minute. If you missed it right before we went to the break the last time, Cameron Ragazzo was checking into the game here to pitch in place of Tyler Chardon. His job is to retire the side with 2 away, and at the top of the 5th inning, your score, Lakewood 11. Holy names here for just tuning in. I am Nathan Smee on the call. The pitch from Ragazzo, his first, finds the dirt, 1-0 count on Ben Jablonowski, the catcher. This has not been Holy Names night by any means. They're still not giving up, down 11 here. They'll need at least 2 more runs in the bottom half of this inning to keep this game going. That one's going to bounce behind, another one going high. Runners will both advance to second and third. Now 2 runners in scoring position for Jablonowski, and a very friendly hitter's count, a 2-0 count on him. Ragazzo settling in. Here's his 2-0 offering to Jablonowski. That one missing to the right side. 3-0 count now on the catcher, Jablonowski. Ragazzo coming set. Here's his 3-0 offering. That'll be a 4-pitch walk to Jablonowski. That will load up the bases here with 2 away for the Green Wave to have to work with now. And now another pinch hit here for the Rangers. In place of Logan Ellis is Simon Gilchrist. Ragazzo's first pitch here to Gilchrist. That one finds a strike zone. 0-1 count now on the pinch hitting Simon Gilchrist. The 0-1 from Ragazzo. That one's going to be a foul tip, and as quickly as he comes into the game, Gilchrist finds himself down 0-2. Now an 0-2 count here on Simon Gilchrist. Ragazzo trying to retire the side. The pitch from Cameron Ragazzo. That one belted up the middle to Paul Sinai, to try that one. That will make it 12. And now going to hold up at third is the Rangers, and I believe that is McCrone holding up at third. That will keep the bases loaded, but that will now make it a 12-0 ball game in favor of the Rangers. And now that will bring up here Schroeder once again up to bat for the Rangers. Here he will be the 8th hitter, I believe, to bat this inning. The pitch. That one popped up into the air. Trailing it back is Torzidlo. And he will be able to corral that one and retire the side. Holy Name now has to get to work on the bats. They need 3 runs in this inning to keep this game going. Your score, Lakewood 12, Holy Name 0. You're watching Holy Name versus Lakewood Baseball on your home for all Holy Name sports, Holy Name Athletics YouTube. And before we go to break for, well, I assume one of the last times of this evening, just another quick reminder, we'll be on the call for tomorrow evening's game at Holy Name High School between Holy Name Boys Lacrosse and Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy. That face-off time will be at 5:30. Friday evening, we'll be at Baldwin Wallace College as Holy Name Baseball will take on Padua in a big rivalry game at 5 p.m. in Berea, Ohio. And finally, to end off our slate in week 4 of our spring sports coverage, Holy Name will be taking on, I believe, Southview is their name. They have a cat as their logo. That's all I know. You can find it on our Instagram page to see the team exactly, but we'll be taking them on in lacrosse. The face-off time at 11 a.m. 11 p.m. I would not be at that game. And considering the fact we don't have lights in our backyard, that'd be a little bit difficult one to see. Fun nonetheless, but difficult to see. To stay updated in all the games that we are covering, follow Holy Name Broadcasting on Instagram and Twitter. To stay updated in all of Holy Name Sports, follow Holy Name Athletics on Instagram and Twitter. And finally, subscribe here to Holy Name Athletics YouTube and put on push notifications to be notified when we go live. And to stay up to date on all of your Holy Name Baseball team updates, follow both the Holy Name Baseball Instagram and Twitter accounts. And as Jablonowski will throw warm-up pitches here, we'll take a quick break here for probably a couple seconds, and we'll be back on to bring you Holy Name, what could be their last ups if they don't score 3 runs. All right, we are back here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Your score, Lakewood 12, Holy Name 0. And a start off the bottom half of this 5th inning. The first pitch of Josh Kell will miss the strike zone, now making it a 1-0 count on the junior left fielder. That one will get in there for a strike, however, making it a 1-1 count now on Kell, the pitch. That one missing towards the right side will make it a 2-1 count now on Josh Kell. The pitch. Now on a foul tip in the glove, evens up the count at 2-2 now. Now the pitch. That one grounded up towards the pitcher. Jablonowski throws over to first base, retires Kell. Now he needs only 2 more outs to get the complete game shutout. Now Ethan Ragazzo steps into the batter's box here for the Green Wave, trying to get some of the offense going here with 1 away. Here in a cold Tuesday evening from Lakewood High School. The pitch. That one can be belted towards right center. Calling it off is the center fielder Schroeder. Actually getting called off by his right fielder Krankowski, who will retire Ragazzo. Now 2 away here. 2 up, 2 down quickly in the bottom of the 5th inning from the Green Wave. And now that will lead to what will be the final out of the evening, is now in the hands of Cameron Ragazzo, who is pinch hitting here for Tyler Chardon, who he relieved. The pitch to Ragazzo. That one runs in on him. Ball 1 on the other Ragazzo, Cameron. The pitch. That one's going to find the strike zone, evening up the count at 1-1. The pitch from Jablonowski. That one can be hit towards the left side and foul. 1-2 count now on Ragazzo. Holy Name down to their final strike of the evening. 1-2 count here on Cameron Ragazzo. Coming set is Jablonowski. The pitch. Foul tipped and it's going to go away. Holy Name still has some life here. Now 1-2 count here on Ragazzo after the foul tip gives him another life. The pitch. That one missing high, evening up the count at 2-2. 2 away, 2-2 count the pitch. Running in on him, he's evened up the count now at 3-2. Ragazzo, look at a couple pitches, he fought one off. He has fought well in this at bat. Full count, the payoff pitch from Jablonowski. That one strike 3, looking at a pitch outside, but that should do it here from Lakewood High School. The final score of this game, Lakewood 12, Holy Name 0. Thank you for tuning in this evening. Once again, we'll be back tomorrow evening to see Holy Name Boys Lacrosse take on CVCA. Friday afternoon at 5 p.m. to see Holy Name Baseball take on Padua. And finally, Holy Name Lacrosse once again on Saturday morning at 11 a.m. to see them take on Southview, I believe. To stay updated on all the games that we are covering, follow Holy Name Broadcasting on Instagram and Twitter. To stay updated on all of Holy Name Sports, follow Holy Name Athletics on Instagram and Twitter. Subscribe here to Holy Name Athletics YouTube and put on push notifications to be notified when we go live. Once again, our goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers by football season, which will officially begin in 4 months from today. And finally follow Holy Name Baseball on Instagram and Twitter. Stay updated on all the games that they are playing and all the updates there. With that, that'll do it from our coverage here from Lakewood High School. Your final, Lakewood 12, Holy Name 0. Good night, everyone, and go Namers.